Booting up again. Just booting it up now. Hope you enjoyed Costume Quest. I'll think of another. So you guys want another like full long? You guys want another long play for the next game, or you prefer something another cute silly game like I've been playing recently? The oh, I have some stuff I need to finish. There's another event going on right now. I gotta finish this event. Radiant Spark. This one. This one's in Mondstadt. Dua's really breaking the laws here. Invading Mondstadt for their events. There it is. What the hell? Why did it launch me off to the right like that? Like it locked onto the wrong thing for some reason. Did it again. Look, shot me off to the side for some reason. That was a lot of fireworks. Another trying fast dust. Next. Back to the stage show. second. Something's just come up. I was gonna quickly deal with that for a friend. There it is. Okay, so I get three more to go to here. Open the doors. Must find the first obtain the key. How the heck? Eh? I'll read that. I gotta put this in the corner where he drops down and grabs the key, but oh, I got it. Okay. There. There. There we go. This courtyard is prosperous, worthy of trust. Okay, it's pencil now. We need that key. I can move that area, but I gotta. I need to do the switch to have wind blowing. Does that work? Oh, I see. Very sneaky, sis. Oh, that's locked as well. Pause, please. That doesn't work either. It's on the wrong way. That's going from the right. Going from this way to find the key. If it wasn't that way, he's gonna get hit by it. Where's the button that closes the thing? I'm gonna do it with one to the right. There's no way I can do it from both points to the left. The button closes the butthole so he can't fall down. No updraft, so I can't use the wind to go up. I can't use this one to fall down because there's a thing blocking it from the left. I have to use this one. How do I avoid him hitting the button? No way I can make him fall and get this key without hitting this thing. I need going to the right. But there's a button stopping that one. I go to the right than that one. Don't see how this is possible. Am I just being stupid? But I need this, but I can't do that because he. He falls down through. That didn't work either because he still falls to the left. This support will greatly decrease. I honestly could not work out how to do it any other way. Like I looked at every option. As long as I'm in this button, that's instantly going to close every time. I haven't fallen to the right. If that closes, I can't do that. What the fuck? How do I can't stop from hitting the button. These puzzles are impossible. I don't think I'm being stupid. Because if this closes, it becomes impossible to solve. But you can't stop him from pushing the button. Trigger the button multiple times? What? should never be able to trigger the button multiple times. Now that I know I can trigger buttons multiple times, it's become much easier. I need him to turn around now. I get him walking this way again for the second time. I get him, I get him to bounce off 2 walls. I didn't do that. I get him walking the other way with it. Got there in the end. Fang is found. Past matters of the past. No go to have death die. No. One is out on the boat. $30 BP. And the second blooming event. Oh, that's the new event that started today.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait. Yes. Now to start reeling them in.
Oh, hey, Veddy. Hey, Kanta.
This is such a cool ship! Facing the sea breeze and gazing out at the soaring seagulls makes me want to sing out loud! Kazuha, how about I stay here and be the ship's resident bard? What are my prospects?
With your level of artistic finesse, I'm sure nothing will go wrong. But I'm afraid the sailors aboard are not the most versed in the arts. They probably wouldn't understand the deeper meaning your poetry holds.
You can't say that for sure. Poetry is spur-of-the-moment creations. Anyone viewing the same sights and experiencing the same atmosphere would surely understand. There's a port in Mondstadt too, but I rarely get the chance to board any of the ships. Speaking of ships, everything's perfect about this one, except... Kazuha, could you tell your captain that my height says nothing of my age? I'm way past drinking age. How often does one get to enjoy a seafood feast on a ship? It'll be a real shame if there isn't anything stronger to enhance the food. Pretty please.
There's not much I can do about that. It's not because Captain Beto's not on the ship right now, but because there's no room for negotiation on this matter. Even I have to sit in the no-drinking zone every time.
But I don't get drunk after just a few sips. Trust me, I can hold my liquor really well.
Get wrecked, Vendy. Get wrecked. Cheese! A guy named Cheese. I died. My money. Blue ones. Red ones. Haha! Gimme, gimme, gimme. Fine. Got him. Haha, I win. Whew. Came back at the last second and got those last 3. Is that enough to finish the challenge? I hope so. Oh, there's some achievements here, some quests here for that. See, maxed out, awesome. And Yelon's just a murder. I think the monster again. You know what? Let's go nuclear on these people.
Where are we dancing today?
And you got sword back. There you go. I got my nuke team ready. You're all gonna die.
Here! I see everything!
Be still.
One.
With all my strength! Here. Stay put! Hey, go away!
God, they just instantly evaporate. It's ridiculous. There's a chest there I haven't gotten. I have no idea where I am. I don't think I've really been here before.
positions. Hey! You play, yeah?
Here's one part of the map that I very rarely visit. I thought I missed a chest over here. I sworn I saw a chest here. Am I going crazy? There they are. The hell? It despawned. Oh wait, is it because of the random event? Indeed. Something's not right there. And crown and some decorations. We're not done yet. I think there's a few side quests for this. Backstage hold. Let's go into the play. You done well, young ones. How'd you find the performance paper? You're not a performer by trade, so of course you're gonna make some mistakes on your first try. Someone thinks joystick did pretty well. The script itself with paper play is also very interesting. I want to see a new story. Think you'll perform next time? Haha, so as long as someone enjoys it. As for next time, I don't know. You see, doing paper plays as kids is actually a hobby of mine. After this, I will return to Young Opera Troupe, handle the wardrobe and props. And so, you're with Young Opera Troupe. So that's also seeing the way opera. I can, to some extent, who wouldn't be able to carry a tune after staying with Young Opera Troupe for so long? Of course, I'm nothing when compared to Miss Yun. I actually work with people behind the scenes. I'm in charge of the wardrobe and props on stage. Such as cannons, flags, costumes, accessories, gadgets. Whatever prop you saw on stage, it was me. Some of the costumes and props that you and Opera House Troupe uses today are hand-me-downs from the past and other brought by myself. For an entire way opera, there's a lot of people working on stage and behind the scenes. You can't make it happen with just a few actors and actors. This year's Landon Miss Young gave me backstage helpers some time off, and all my colleagues went back home to spend the holidays. I got all the time on my hands, so I decided to put the paper play together for the people here. Didn't go home? No, I didn't go home. My mother and father passed away 2 years ago. It's just me now. Or there's nothing to sorry about, don't mind. Having a good time by myself at the Lantern Rite. As you can see, those kids loved my paper play. We also enjoyed it. Of course I enjoyed myself as well, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered making all this paper characters and paper setting. Not really, whatever the way operas, paper plays, for theme master stories, they all know the tale of braved bird. In their moment of need, people call for a hero. Such hero will enter the call to save the day. Maybe there's no shortage of heroes. Just put a spin on their story and have something to enjoy. Someone has heard a lot of this before. Bit of low-way traditional culture. Haha, that sounds about right. But while there's always heroes out there. Time of crisis, you can't keep relying on the responsibility for yourself. Take care of yourself, young lady. Happy Latin, right? Happy Latin, right? Happy Latin, right? If you have time, come to the opera. You can group. Maybe we'll see each other again here. Okay, so that's the new event. We'll get into that new event. Right, let's get the dailies done. Daily quest for you and me. Gonna go nuclear on their faces. No, this is the double tower thing. Look at me, this one.
This dance is for you. Here. Make yourselves at home. Stay put. Go get him,
No one expects nuclear warheads. Ow. Meanie.
Positions. Everyone hold hands. Don't be scared.
One daily down. Why is it always to be on this fucking island? Why are there any close teleporters or boats to it? I gotta go to here, go here to go here. I go fragging. Razzle fraggle. Ulan the samurai, about to die. By the Ito.
Here. I see everything. You, Blade. You're up.
Daily is over nya. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, that's a murder the transport one. That's easy.
Cascade.
Yeah, nothing Ayata can't murder.
Be still.
Those ones normally. No story quest this time. Oh, that's a ley line defense. Ley line defenses are annoying.
positions. Everyone hold hands. Stay put.
Mind the deluge.
Hey. Hey, go away.
What the fuck is this? There you are. I think I almost killed the ley line. So, dailies are done. What's the mains today? Don't want those. We're doing the boss. Bip.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
How many standard wishes am I at? I have to get pretty close to 10 standard wishes. 7. This thing needs to die. I'm gonna go kill Mr. Roboto. Damio Roboto, Mr. Roboto. We need this. I wonder what my nuclear blue team will go against this thing.
Grow. You play, Yara?
I got a third way down to the opening animations.
With all my strength. Commit it to memory.
Up. Start. Again, purple.
Cascade.
Dance with the waves.
I need 46 of these things. How many am I at? $25 out of 46. Oh boy. I still has a little ways to go. Well, if that's it, I'll get my resin cap down. Let's start this new event. Get an outfit for Lisa. Sumo event. That'll be the first time they give you a free character outfit. Normally you have to pay for that stuff. It's an expander anyway. Next week. Lisa! Touchdown.
Greetings! Welcome
Oh,
to the
voice acted.
Citadel of Regzar. Would you be interested in taking on some commissions?
Are there any easy jobs where we can earn loads of mora for just standing around? Oh, better yet, for just sitting around? That's the kind of task we're interested in now.
We don't currently have any commissions like that. However, I do have some relatively simple requests from residents that will pay several thousand mora.
Really? That's all? That isn't nearly enough for Paimon. Yeah, Effendi, are there any high-paying commissions available?
Ah, I see. Let me think. Spontamod recently initiated a research project on the ley lines and is looking for paid volunteers. There are several researchers in Spontamod who specialize in studying ley lines, so there is a great demand for ley lines data. Researchers often need to enter domains to investigate ley line disorders. They have been understaffed for some time, even after recruiting a good number of their own students. So, now they've turned to recruiting large numbers of volunteers. They offer substantial pay, but they also have strict requirements for the quality of the volunteers. Yes, let's walk through the recruitment process. First of all, are you proficient with one or more types of weapon? Very good. How's your understanding of elements? Are you capable of using elemental powers? All right, I'll put you down as the Traveler, right? Okay, I finished the registration. I'll be coordinating the necessary supplies and payments for volunteers later. You'll have to find Gafoor for more details about the job. However, he has an important visitor today, so I don't think he'll be in the academia. According to the standard protocol for receiving visitors, he will most likely bring the visitor to the Puspa Cafe. You can go there and talk to him when his time with the visitor has finished. He sounded like he was in quite the rush to recruit volunteers when he contacted me, but now he's showing a visitor around. Seriously, who could be so important?
I'm guessing Lisa. I really haven't been here at all. It's like this is the part I've just unlocked in the main story. I've run through here a few times, but never actually done anything yet. And I'll do a lot more. Buddy.
Do you still remember what the coffee's like here?
Of course. How could I forget? It used to be my go-to drink here. Listen, Gafoor. I suppose I should call you Professor Gafoor now. We're old acquaintances, so how about we stop beating around the bush, First you wanted to catch up, and now the coffee. If you have something to say, just say it.
That's a Mondstadt vision.
Oh, that's Gafoor. He's the one we're searching for. But he seems to be busy talking with someone else. Maybe we should wait for them to finish.
Oh, well, it's nothing really. It's just that ever since you left the academia, our original projects and plans have lost their backbone, so to speak. Cyrus is also disappointed. He's always valued you as a proud disciple. To be honest, it's a real shame that you left the academia, Lisa. With your wisdom and intellect, had you stayed in the academia, you would have become a Herbad by now.
Hold on. That's Lisa! The librarian Lisa. Our Lisa. Paimon heard that Lisa had studied at the academia before, but that was a long time ago. What's Lisa doing here now?
They kill us all.
If I'm reading the situation right, you're reminiscing about the past to convince me to come back, aren't you?
Well, I heard that you're currently the librarian for the Knights of Favonius in Mondstadt. If you ask me, that's a tragic waste of your talents. Why waste your time and energy on something as trivial as taking care of a library? Your time is much more valuable than that. If you're willing to come back to the Academia, I have plenty of projects for you to preside over right away. The Academia needs people right now, and some of these projects are quite important.
Yawn. So all this talk is to convince me to come back. I'm guessing Professor Cyrus doesn't know that you're talking to me about this.
As a matter of fact, he has long wanted you to come back and work at the Academia.
Is that so? You know, Professor Gafoor, it isn't a good idea to lie to people. Our teacher knows exactly why I left the Academia after only 2 years. He would never ask me to come back. Giving up my life in Mondstadt and returning to the Academia as a Spontamod researcher. The price of seeking wisdom is no longer something I'm willing to pay. So please, don't bother trying to get me to come back.
Wow! So Lisa used to be a Spontamod researcher? Paimon's never heard her mention it before.
Besides, taking care of a library is important work. I've never considered it a waste of my time. Wisdom is hidden in every corner of the world. Never underestimate wisdom, no matter how small it may appear. That's what our teacher always said. A good scholar wouldn't overlook the small details, Gafoor. I'm sorry. I'm still not used to calling you Professor. Nevertheless, the underlying meaning of what you just said is simply wrong. And there's one other detail you probably haven't noticed. 2 people have been eavesdropping on us for quite a while now. Is there anything we can help you two with?
Hi, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Well, if it isn't you two. Long time no see, cutie. Paimon.
Excuse me, but what business do you two have here?
Well, actually, we're here to participate in a research project on ley lines for Spontamod. We just finished registering with Effendi.
A research project on ley lines? Oh, darling. You haven't joined the Academia, have you?
Right. Effendi told us a research project is looking for paid volunteers. That's what we came to see Gafoor about.
Paid volunteers? Gafoor, is the Academia really that understaffed? Or are there projects that insist on the use of outsiders?
No. The paid volunteers are for a conventional project to monitor the ley lines. All operations follow the prescribed safety protocols. We rely on a lot of manpower to collect the data. There's no way around it now. But if only you would agree to come back and preside over some matters, we wouldn't have to go through all this nonsense.
If memory serves me right, collecting ley lines data requires investigators to go deep into domains, which can be dangerous.
We've seen our fair share of combat since leaving Mondstadt. Exploring a domain is like a walk in the park to us.
It's
Fucking
been
chasm.
so long now. I can only imagine what wonderful stories you have to share.
So there's nothing to worry about.
Since you two are here to apply for the project, then please wait a moment while I talk to Lisa.
I'm sorry, Gafoor. My answer is still no.
Aren't you even a little bit interested?
I have never regretted my decision to leave the Academia. I don't think that will change in the future.
I thought after all this time...
Screw your
you'd have
school, I have a
different
library.
answer. But you're still as obstinate as ever, Lisa. You've made yourself clear. I'll only make a fool of myself if I keep insisting. In that case, I still have unfinished business to take care of, so I'll take my leave. See you at the Darshan reunion in a few days.
Yes. Don't worry. I'll be there on time.
As for you two, please come see me later in the Mautiima forest when you're free. We'll need your help with the volunteer work. Oh, and one last thing, Lisa.
You're a bitch.
Yes?
I wish you the best of luck in Mondstadt.
Thank you. Well then, cuties. Now that the recruiter is gone, we can sit down and have a good chat.
Yay, more eavesdropping conversations.
Much has been happening within the academia, and Gafoor is paving the way for his future.
By the way, Lisa, what brought you to Sumeru? Are the nights okay with you being gone?
Of course. Jean gave me an extended paid vacation. It's rare that I get any time off, so I thought to myself, why not go on a trip and relax a little? I don't know how much of our conversation you heard, but I studied in the Spontamad Darshan at the Academia for 2 years. But instead of staying at the Academia after graduation, I went back to Mondstadt to become the librarian for the Knights of Favonius.
So that's why you came to Sumeru, right? To walk around and meet with your old friends and teachers.
You'd like to know, wouldn't you? Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt if I told you. After all, it was ages ago. If anything, it all boils down to a difference in philosophy. When I first came to the Academia, Professor Cyrus really appreciated my work and invited me to participate in several major projects. But most of those projects ended in failure. To be honest, they went too far trying to achieve wisdom beyond mortal understanding, so failure was only to be expected. I didn't want any part of that lunacy, so I left. Anyway, now that I told you, make sure you keep it between us.
I'm gonna tell everyone.
Sounds like you've experienced a lot.
I don't wish to return to the Academia, even if Professor Cyrus came to ask me personally. Rather than conducting experiments day and night, I'm much more suited for working hours that start after 10 a.m., with regular afternoon tea every day.
She's lazy.
Oh, Lisa chose to be a librarian because she doesn't want to deal with hassles all the time.
I prefer to take things at my own pace when it comes to tiring tasks like a job. And besides, being able to take regular vacations is also really important. It's a pity I didn't even have time to visit that child in Gandharvaville yet. Gafoor found me just after I arrived in Sumeru. Speaking of which, what about you two? What brings my favorite cuties to Sumeru?
I haven't done any of the story quests. I haven't told her I've done anything.
See. So you came to Sumeru in search of information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, the god of wisdom. The two of you have more pressing issues than entertaining a tourist like me. I wanted to walk around Sumeru with you, but now doesn't seem like the right time. What a pity. It's very rare for us to meet like this. Oh, then would you like to spend some time with me, darling? That would be wonderful. I plan to spend the next few days visiting around Sumeru City. At the end of my stay, I'll leave from Gandharvaville and return to Mondstadt via Liyue. Who knows? Perhaps we'll bump into each other again in Sumeru City or Gandharvaville. Come to think of it, there's something romantic about such a chance encounter like this. It's like icing on the cake for this little vacation of mine. If you see me around, be sure to come and say hello. Otherwise, I might start feeling lonely. I remember, you two agreed to meet Gafoor in Mautiima Forest to talk about the ley lines research job. Feel free to leave if you want to go look for him. As for me, I think I'll spend a little more time at Puspa Cafe.
There's something I need to do before I forget. There's some characters in the way I got to talk to. Very rare that the characters are in the overworld. They always have unique conversations. I'm just gonna go talk to some people. I already found Venti and Kazuha. Still a few other got to talk to. Boop. Yun and Yujin.
Okay, now I need to get a move on and write my next song. Listen to you. You only just fulfilled one lifetime dream. Are you really thinking about your next goal already? Don't try to tell me you ain't the same way. I bet you've already thought up a name for your next opera, haven't you? You know me too well, Xinyan. The Adeptus Seeking Voyage. How does that sound? Oh, man! Yeah, I can already picture it. I've also got just the finishing line for it. I'll close with, and the celestial melody echoed through the clouds forevermore.
It's apparently up there. There they are. Evil Chi-Chi.
The Lantern Rite celebrations are getting better by the year. Such wonderful music.
Dr. Baiju, I've brought the herbs. Who are they for?
The singers. Performing at a music festival is very demanding. Using these herbs in good time will protect their voices from damage.
Oh, that's why you were preparing them all night.
I've suffered from
I
that.
dared not
Doing my
neglect
terrible
the
voice
Yuhan's
acting.
request. Her messenger was quite insistent that it should take top priority. Let me double check again. This one is for...
Next stop is at the top here in this area. I just jump off a mountain to get there. No one expects the sky, Nyler. Should be Beto and Ningguan. There they are. Beto and Ningguan.
Hey, don't tell me you called me over for just a game of chess.
You have to be more specific, Captain Beto. Is it that you find playing chess an uninteresting activity, or that you're unhappy about my lack of novel ideas? If you don't specify what you mean, how could I know what I should do to please you?
Of course. I make a single remark and you reply with a full-blown lecture. Maybe we should deal with all official affairs publicly in the future. Might just make things easier.
I'd be perfectly happy with that. I'm just worried that Captain Beto's business might be negatively affected.
Don't give me that. That woman from Yenshang Tea House sometimes comes aboard to ask for information. She requested the fleet to import some goods, but how could I not know who she's actually working for?
Oh, you sure know a lot, Captain Beto. How about I ask her to come over? Or maybe we go straight to her tea house. With one more person around, we'll be able to have some variety in our chess games. I hope that would be less of a bore to you.
So, we're still gonna play chess after all.
We should be somewhere around here. Ah. Zhongli and Gubber.
The vegetables are fresh, and there are enough wheats and grains stocked up. I'll pass on the seafood. Oh, it's you. We
Oh,
meet
that's
again.
me.
Surprised to see me here? It's the director's orders. Xiongling worked all day and night at the restaurant during the festival, and didn't get to have any time to enjoy the festivities. The director sent me here to help out in the kitchen, so that Xiangling will have some time to herself. But with someone as hardworking as you around, there seems to be nothing much for me to do. It feels good seeing my old friend in the kitchen, fetching ingredients and lighting fires. Perhaps I should borrow Cloud Retainer's Supreme Cuisine machine to speed things up. You'd still prefer to make them by hand, but of course. The vegetables are... Oh, it's you. Surprised to... It's the director, but with someone as... It feels good. Perhaps I should... You'd still prefer...
Stop is out on the dock. There they are.
Singcho, you have to be honest.
Hmm? Honest about what?
How did you and Venti really meet?
Why are you suddenly asking that?
Huh? Aren't they book buddies?
Yeah, we met a few times at a book convention. That's all.
Oh, really? With that extraordinary demeanor and literary talent, he's definitely not just any bard. If he's someone that could hold his ground in a conversation with a consultant, he needs to at least be as talented as me.
Perhaps you're overthinking this matter.
Hu Tao, Xingqiu wouldn't lie to us.
Okay. I'll tell you the truth.
Huh?
Xingqiu!
I'm actually a fan of Venti's poetry. You all know that I love reading, and sometimes come across poetry from Mondstadt. Among those works, I admire the ones penned by Venti the most. Just as Hu Tao said, his artistry is the reflection of his personality, remarkable grace and exceptional literary talent. I guess Venti didn't tell you the whole truth back at the restaurant, because he didn't want to embarrass me in front of everyone.
He's a
such
fanboy.
considerate person.
Yes, right. I can confirm that. When Xingqiu was busy with other things, he asked me to buy him poetry books in secret.
I see. That didn't sound like too much of a big deal. You could have told us right away.
Well, I'm telling you now, aren't I?
Oh, so that's your story. Forget it. Let's drop this topic. It's not often that the four of us are all together. What should we do next? Hide and seek, hopscotch, or some shopping?
Since there's 4 of us, why don't we borrow a mahjong set?
Nerds. Zhao's in his usual spot. I think I want to load this place. Hello, Zhao.
Yen Xiao just came up here with some almond tofu, but I haven't finished everything Xiangling gave me yet. You should try some too. I'm not as experienced in tasting mortal food as you, and I couldn't tell the difference. There must be many different stories to tell of the hustle and bustle of the mortal world, too. You can tell me. I will listen.
And he turns away. Last one is up here. Vintage. There's Yo-Yo.
I'm so happy. And all the grandmas and grandpas in Chinksa village had a great time too. You mean, what am I doing here? Well, just now, I did a performance for everyone. Although I can't play an instrument anywhere near as well as Master, I can still sing. Even Granny Roshin said I did a great job. She also gave me some candies.
Crazy Adepti.
I'm so happy. And all the grandmas masters told me a lot of stories about the Adepti. There was Skybracer with the giant deer horns, and Sea Gazer who loved to collect treasure. Sometimes Master talks and talks for a long time, until her voice starts to sound sad. But then she always breaks into a smile again, and tells me all of the things each of them loved best about Liyue. I love everything about Liyue. Some of the Adepti are gone now, but it's okay, because I'm gonna help take care of everyone in their stead. I'm so happy. And all the I'm happy that Mr. Dvorak found the fairy lady from his story. And I'm also happy that it turned out it was Master all along. Also, I helped out this time too, didn't I? So that means I was paying homage to my master? Oh, also, Mr. Dvorak got one of his friends to bring me a toy from Fontaine. I like it a lot. At first,
I actually can't wait till Fontaine's released. I'm really interested in the Water City.
It or not, but then Master said it was okay, so I did.
Granny, you play so beautifully. Do you think you could teach me?
Oh, child, you simply never stop, do you? This festival is a rare chance to rest and relax. But here you are pestering me to teach you this, that, and the other.
Don't worry, Granny. I'm a fast learner. And anyway, the sooner I start learning, the sooner we'll be able to perform a duet together. A musical duo is only as good as its weakest link. So you gotta teach me all your secrets, okay?
All right. Well, you can start by making me some more tea and leaving it to cool on the side.
Sure, Granny.
So when they release Fontaine, Fontaine should be up around this way. You reckon you'll probably sail a boat out the north? Or be around here? I know it's like supposed to be north to northwest from Mondstadt. Stuff. That's all of it, actually. I like doing that side quest story thing. Main of buried roots. Another story thing bites the dust. Oh, buddy.
There you are. Looks like you two are ready. Very well. Let me inform you of some details. Spontamod has been involved with the ley lines for a long time, and it's imperative that their current is constantly monitored.
Oh, God damn it.
This research project was also organized to help meet this
What are
demand.
those doors?
However, because abnormal fluctuations often occur in Sumeru domains, we must regularly send people deep into various domains to record the situation with the ley lines. Since it's often dangerous inside the domains, we've established a rule of only dispatching personnel with combat capabilities. It'll be your task to go into the domain and record any ley line anomalies. However, if you encounter any danger, please prioritize your safety.
Never! Kill everything!
Well,
I mean,
those
yes,
are all
I
the
will.
necessary details. When you're ready, you may enter the domain.
In second blooming event challenge, those must earn must form 3 teams and engage 3 consecutive rounds of combat. As with all opponents in a lot of time, they can earn bonus points if they have left. You will earn different levels of insignia based on your. During the party formation process, linked characters will appear in. During the party formation process, linked characters will appear in party multiple times per round and gain. Okay. Do I have enough built characters for this? Please unlock it as the time goes on. The top 5 challenges score a total 10,000. I may lack built characters to actually do this. Huh. This will be fun then. Food bag. Green sentinels, showers, and water soap. I don't want water in the final round. Oh, they give you trial characters as well. Awesome. Annoying. All I need to actually finish these things, so the rest is just filling in spots, I guess. Shielder. I get buffs. I have to get burn aggravate. Red Bream, Hyperlium, Burger, and all 5 minutes with Basma 100. Okay. This should work.
My guiding stars! Stars! Grow, grow, grow! The Temple of Wisdom!
Oh.
Positions! This dance is for you! Inazuma shines eternal!
Really?
I see everything! Make yourselves at home! Go get it, Uruguay! Don't be scared! That hurts real bad!
Kamisato up. Suiyu!
Now you shall perish!
closer. Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Behold! Know your place. Scatter.
So all those business are about to murk. I got a silver. Wow, I wonder what you need for gold, because I think I got that pretty quickly and forcibly. Wow. I wonder what the scoring criteria is. I thought I did that really quickly and easily. Ah, it's because it's not easy.
The night is cold. Don't be scared. Dance with the wind. The Temple of Wisdom.
Inazuma shines eternal. There is no escape.
Not now. Hold. Lines of command. Committed to memory. Make yourselves at home.
All eyes on me. Now you shall perish.
Definitely a lot more tankier.
Illusion shattered.
Mind the deluge.
Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom. Hey, go away.
Torn to oblivion.
Be still.
Let's spark things up.
Bow your head. You're dead.
You've been a naughty boy.
Fuck me. Fuck the bubble.
Here you are. Scatter.
Fuck those bubbles. I had to turn up difficulty to make it easy. The real challenge is trying to get 8,000 on the easiest difficulty. That'd be a challenge. That's the event done for today. Chasm kill. Gathering materials for the next character I want to get in the next banner is next week.
still. Cascade.
Grow! Draw my string!
That's very awesome. There's something we need over here. Should finally be able to break the electronic seal on this place. Once it's broken, I can freely walk around this area without dying to lightning. Please tell me you're ready to finally finish this. Trevor! Things are looking good. If it's all we have within the concentration, they're focused there near the cause. Consider they've discovered something. Surely they don't intend to breach the course offences. No, we can no longer afford to delay. We must move infantry functions next. But by that, I mean we must test our machine for its purification ability. We don't intend to moving to the furnace only to find one not function. To that end, please help me find 3 overcooler beetles. Will you? 3 beetles, okay. That should do it. Yes, thank you. Shut up. Boom, test immediately. The should do. Thank you. Oh god damn it! I gotta come back again tomorrow. Ugh. When will you let me get in this place? God damn asshole. I'm gonna go check the cat shrine. So they rebuild the shrine for the cat. No quest here? There is, I thought so. Meow. Meow meow. Where did they go? What's the matter? Oh, it's you. Probably little rascals ran off. I don't know where they've gone. This is most worrying. The outside is a very dangerous place, although I have taught them the great many times. The stick-wielding, hairy curlicles are the balls of water that fire the prevalent. If they were to run into the tingly, zappy place, the hair all over their bodies would stand on end. I would not see those little rascals experience such. But there are always some who will not listen and go gallivanting about. Always, I've experienced much effort to bring them home. A few ran off today and today. Please help me find Kabura Joe. Find the cats. Meow. This is a Bidgey. Give me a be good. Meow meow. island out here. I really went too far away, so I cancelled it.
Everyone hold hands.
That's annoying. Oh god, is it gonna be on top of the tree? Maybe they're in a high place. Let me. Out of stamina, this is so annoying. Yeah, I'm coming. I found the cats. Never left the island. You lied to me. Have you found them? Yep. You never have ears for me, do you? Why can't you both be good as Mishi? Ah, you really do name them all after good things. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Good back talk. Or should I not go find you? Or simply you go to hungry from when the sun is up, when the moon rises, and when the sun hangs high again, you can find your way home. Yeah. Ah, that's a good child. Alright. Now, I'm just good that you've returned. I owe you much. Not for help with those rascals. You're hungry, you're not in the wild. But whatever the case, you have my thanks. If you can spare the time, do come again. I still have other materials.
That cat can talk.
Crazy people living on Cat Island. Because the cat can talk. Something's wrong with where the guild rates commission difficulty. Okay, well, enough delay. There it is. Head to the land of Dendro Archon. Let's head through the chasm to do it properly. Because I went here very early to pick up character. before the character was removed from the. Still a lot of, there's like I've still got a lot to explore in this place. Well, this is one of the worst designed places. Oh, the way it is, make it really hard to find every chest. Maybe do come back to more? I know where to find them. There are moss pigs everywhere. Here it is. There's the cutscene. I'm coming.
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
She's in my party. She's actually standing right next to me.
Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Hello, random person.
Look! There's someone up ahead!
Oh my god, they've got a gun!
Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
What's
Goodbye.
going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How did... Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
The mist and smoke of the dark forest.
Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us. Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look.
Bird.
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? All right then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all. Oh. What a lovely smell. It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
My brain.
Huh? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
Good night.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
Traveler? Oh. Could have caught me, Paimon, but you didn't. Oh, wow. That escalated quickly. Oh, mighty tree from Remnant. And never mind. Whee! Parkour. 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 Welcome, Linkley. This escalated very quickly. That sounded like Nahida. This all gets thrown really out of whack because I have like the Archon in my party. Kind of makes it really stupid if you ask me.
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Unfortunately, I woke up to the sight of you. I'm gonna go back to bed now.
Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Paimon was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville.
You
It
broke
was
into my
originally
house.
built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious.
Drugged
before
me?
I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
More drugs? I don't trust this lady. She's drugging me.
Whoops.
She has wonderful amethyst eyes, though.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
I think Nari really is an asshole. A very charming asshole.
So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He's chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
You drugged me.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
Big ass tree. Named him Groot.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Really build Tainara at some point. I can see once she has good crit rate.
Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
More drugs!
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is
like
stable as of
I think he's like a super scientist.
He
does field work.
It's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay? Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
He's also very...
Seriously?
He's also very matter of fact.
We're already having problems left and right. Paimon knows we're set on
He's very matter of fact, but talks forever at the same time.
As soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know. What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
When I saw the vision, I felt as if I was standing deep on the ground, but red sky. You've been on here?
Considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us? Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations.
You just said they weren't hallucinations.
But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru. Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find
We need to find the Archon. Have you seen her anywhere? Have you seen the Archon? She's definitely not standing in the middle of Tignari's room. Definitely lost. Could be any small girl. Could be this small girl. No, not this small girl. I mean, she literally looks like a god, but that doesn't matter.
All right, next let's see. Right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
It's a very
Yes, I
fierce
will.
game of patty cake. I hurt my
By the
hand.
way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
I'm fine.
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tighnari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
No, I can't.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tighnari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
We've never been here before. How does this find anything unusual? We don't know what normal is.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good. The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity,
The sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana. Uh-huh. Then what happened? Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be
She's been
honest.
kidnapped.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru? Yeah, I'm from
This
Sumeru.
whole plotline is like a kidnapping plotline for Nihira.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand. No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Because you two know Amber, right? Wait, Amber? You mean... Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Oh, Collie's backstory is very depressing.
She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
It was something like she was like a Fatui experimental slave or something for a long time. She was saved by Amber.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber. Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird. It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber? Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up. So that's how you knew. Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust, really. I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry. That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukadavata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them. Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendro Archon? So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story. Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean. You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
I think I can get Collie's. Okay, so I don't have friendship. I can't get a sword because I don't have friendship high enough. Helpful, bright, sunny, friendly, passionate, just around Garden Village, and you'll hear the trainee forest ranger promise the skies and touch down. As long as your body allows, no matter how big school gets, we'll never slack off when it comes to forest patrol work, and always willing to lend a warm help. And I don't have friendship with her, so I can't get the rest of her story. Okay.
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukadevata? The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below. Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
The drill.
Kale, we're back.
I'm just skipping the world.
Welcome back. You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them. What?
And she dropped them.
No, you dropped it on the ground.
Saw that coming.
I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Maybe the one covered in oil wouldn't drop them.
Paimon nearly had a heart attack there. Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments, too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So,
That was a nerve.
Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature, but Master's actually very kind at heart. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
His big ears, he can't go because it's too loud. Big ears, I really want to pet them.
I know, right? I've always wanted to pet them too. Anyway, Master could have easily left the rainforest to take up a position at the Academia, but he chose to stay here instead as a forest watcher, helping the locals every day and passing on his knowledge to trainees. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of
Definitely
you
not eating
after
Pringles during
finding you
these
passed out
cutscenes.
yesterday.
Definitely not.
He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why? Is she going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while. Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you. Hey! Now even Kali's starting to laugh.
Good.
That's it!
Everyone laugh at Paimon.
Won't forget this. It's time for some Paimonial wrath! No! Don't touch me!
Rape.
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you. No, I just... I didn't mean that. Kale, are you okay? What's the matter? No, I'm...
Don't touch
I'm
someone with
fine.
trauma like that.
I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
She reminds me of the Chihuahua from the Puss in Boots.
Huh?
One of the most depressing dark stories, but it's just so upbeat and just tries to live life to the fullest.
Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Right there. I want to get your eyes in your head. What? Passive. I think I'm like level 7. I just haven't leveled up my card. Funny because it's already out on streaming services in America.
Ah, Traveler, you've returned.
Does that mean you're from Europe?
We're back.
I thought you were American.
Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Should wait to make sure Kali's very upset at the moment. We should give some time to rest. And I'm definitely not going to stand at the door and wait for her to wake up. Her name is
Rainforest is the best place
I shall patiently wait for Collie. She needs time to heal. I'll personally wait here, staring at her door. Crap, I had the wrong house.
all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ah, it's you two.
I'm just staring at someone else's house, creepily at the door of somebody's house.
Tainari, what are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
There's something called NyQuil. I don't know where she got it from. Where the hell did he go? Ah.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma.
How the hell?
Just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
There's a
Yes,
spirit in the background
it's a
there.
disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin.
Is this
However,
stone
as
skin?
the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they
Yeah, there's stuff
effectively
in the
become
background.
completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure
They can
for
only delay it.
Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui
There
after
it
one
is.
of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you're already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
We've burned down five Fatui evil missions. What's one more?
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as Nilotpala lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
That's the flower you need to level him up.
Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilotpala lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Nilotpala lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh,
Sounds like being confusing. It's just like they're trying to be confusing on purpose.
No, Tapai. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari. For you.
Longer head. I hear those flowers. Must gather them. I know. I'll use the Archon to gather them. The missing Archon. Really? They're not letting me choose the Archon power. Yeah, they're not letting me cheat. That's why probably.
There should be Nilotpala lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Hey!
Yeah, they're not letting me cheat.
Alright, we've gathered enough Nilotpala lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
They're fresh ones, so they're story ones, but not actual ones. That's why the power didn't work.
Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari! Someone's calling your name! They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early?
Everyone
Let's
died.
go find out what's going on.
You used to make me walk across over there. Fine, I'll do it. Oh no, I stepped on a rock. Oh god. So much. I'll be there. Just like, I stepped on another rock.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry. I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Kainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering.
I've already cured like half of it.
The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive
doesn't know I can do
effects
that,
for
does
a
he?
time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
Unreal, bitch.
Don't sweat it. We've helped others deal with similar situations before.
Wait, you've met other forest rangers before? I was planning to properly show you both how to identify the withering before you left Gandharvaville. Anyway, since you two are experienced adventurers, come with me. I'm sure you'll both be able to help.
Everyone hold hands.
I wonder if the normal ones respawned over there. Are they? They were just there for the story, so they weren't actually real flowers. I wonder if I couldn't harvest them. They were lies.
Hey, look! That gloomy area over there looks like a withering zone. Even though Paimon's seen one before, it's still kinda scary.
All right, Traveler. We're about to enter the Withering Zone. Since you already have experience dealing with these things, you should already know what to do. But please remember, don't push yourself.
I guess because I did those
If at
side
any point
quests
it becomes
before.
too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
Alright. I shall fix it with
First,
bunnies.
we must locate any branches sustaining the Withering Zone.
Cube.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Not a Duma.
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge.
Get them murder bunnies.
Be still.
Seven plant. Yorima. Shindeyu. I gotta kill that flower.
Here. This might hurt a little. Yeah.
tumor of the withering.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now!
Yes, thanks to you two. We were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? But why's that?
I'm still
the
not
bloody
sure of the
Fatui doing
exact
this?
reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Gandharvaville. Only I could just teleport. Oh, wait. Hey, Collie! Hey, Collie! Hey!
Kali's asleep. Let's come back once she's feeling better.
Okay. You can sleep with my bunny. Here you go, Kola. Take care of the bunny.
Stay put.
It'll also give you healing.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The Withering Zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that?
Batman.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
So what's it
He's
say?
very
And
disappointed.
what's with that weird expression on your face?
Is it a love letter?
Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
When I pass out again?
You want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that she'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
Of course I gotta say Sumeru. Why wouldn't I?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
That old man's just standing there. Bird, 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 bird.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Made it from a
Also,
bird.
Here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
I've done literally nothing. Stop. Always need more of these. Yoink. On this side of the cliff as well. There they are.
I see everything.
Yoink. Yep.
Hypatia should still be in the cave.
Frog.
Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Hypatia, you dead?
Hello? Hypatia? Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Oh, a corpse. Nara. You don't know, just try and kill me. Or it's secrets. Tried to kill me. You all saw it.
There you are. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry.
Somehow she has more energy than I
There's no way
expected.
we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first.
Drags her outside and just pushes her into the water.
Huh? Wait, why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around.
Push her out and drown her. Just push her out into the water. I'm in a domain? Oh, wow.
Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
This is supposed to be an introduction to the R&Rs, but I've already done half the quest, so yeah. I am more than knowing about the R&R.
Wow, this place is huge! I knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of
Yeah, I'm
some
still using my
kind.
nuke build. Everything just explodes instantly because of the goddamn dendril. What else happened?
Cascade.
You spin me right round. I'm not on Erno's world, so these things won't kill me. I cast nuke.
With the wings! Stay put! Hey, go away!
Skipping around at the speed of. I want the green wobbly thing. I never noticed a side path here. I'm gonna touch it. Gonna touch it. Ooh. Ah! I turned into a blue green berry thing and flying to the sky. Am I dying? Is this what heaven is? You sometimes find people resistant in sealed paths. No, fight gas. I will walk around the fight gas. Not to tell me this place is trippy as I possibly could. I was doing domain earlier. I was doing a domain. I had no idea what's going on with these red yellow crystals because I never did this quest to learn what they actually did. I'm back in Azuma.
What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
When I said I was taking a drug trip, I was joking, game. I think you'd actually send me on a drug trip. I think someone put something in a rice cakes. Eat your rice cake. Do it. There she is. The jam donut. Alright, through the hell out of my way. She does have horns on her head. Maybe she is a Pokemon. Although she looks human, so she's probably more likely a Digimon. Oh, god damn it.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
What can I say? Been a trip. Wait, it's a painting. It's become a painting. Goddamn 3DS is messing with my brain. Making 2D into 3D. I'm gonna put the 3D. Turn off the 3D effects on the 3DS. The Switch. At a chest. Take me back down. It's not. Been deceived. And now I missed the elevator. Oh, time for some boba while I wait. Will I get boba before it comes back down? Nope, no boba. Oh, god damn it. Independence Day. Honey, I'm home. Oh, you son of a bitch.
Well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
Gerald.
Harold, what are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
I feel pretty concerned right about now.
Bow before the abyss.
Grow. Make yourself a move. You play. You're up.
Get nuclear bloomed. Get him, bunny! Murder! I can't hurt him. I don't think I'm supposed to hurt him, because those nukes would have killed him.
Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. We faced others like him before. What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial?
Earth!
His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
Cutscene. Or the Nani? That's, strange. I feel like I was dreaming for a moment there, but I remember what I saw.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Are you okay? That's really not like you. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first.
I'm sure she's fine. Hey, wake up! Slap. Wake up! Slap.
Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Why didn't you just eat the fruit in that herself?
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest.
Aranara.
But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon.
Aranara.
I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them.
Venti
But I never would have
has
expected
a
them to
dragon.
save me.
Zhongli has a giant monster like bull god. Raiden has Yamiko. And Nahida has tiny little cabbage people as their familiar.
Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
To be fair,
Well, if
she has like 1,000 of
dropped
them.
the food earlier. Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves.
Death by thousands of tiny stick stabs.
Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. All right, we're up, Traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
All done! Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing! And the box is a nice touch, too! Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia!
Oh no, she has a knife. I'm gonna touch the glowy. Touch the glowy! Potato and a radish.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable.
I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Really, you make me submit the lunchbox.
Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this
The
incense
nerds.
allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritawes Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul could be super dangerous. Don't you ever feel afraid of the risk, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself, and they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh. Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Heading out, I see? If there's anything else you'd ever like, take care.
I missed out of time. I gotta do some things before I run out of time. Gotta kill this goddamn thing a bunch of times. I need 46 gears of this guy. That'll take a hell of a long time to get. I think I'm like 25 or 28.
This dance is for you. All my strength.
Stay put.
Cascade.
Share my knowledge. Don't be scared.
Be still.
Oh no, you don't. No escaping for you. Yes. Another 3. 31 out of 46. Now then. Time to collect some seashells by the seashore. That's if they've respawned, that is. Have they respawned yet? Oh, gotta wait another day.
Are you here to play with me? The
memory. Uruguay, you're up. Go get it, Uruguay.
No longer.
They have not respawned yet. Well, I can't collect seashells by the seashore. All the parts I can get what I need. Can't do this guy's quest. I have to wait one more day for I can do this fucking quest. There is one thing I can do though. Wait for that guy to respawn. I gotta kill the Grand Knights. Not back yet. Let me equip the thing I actually have equipped. Ah, you need to die, sir.
Here. Stay put. With all my strength. This may hurt a little. Yeah. 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 Don't be scared. Curiosity deserves a reward.
Curiosity killed the cat. These are the worst ones. They only spawn a few on the map each, like every few days. You need a lot of material from these guys. I'll be waiting a while.
The Temple of Wisdom. Stay put.
Be still.
I'm gonna teleport all over the goddamn place. Water. Oh, he's taking a bath. Yo, you're standing in water and I'm using a nuke blue team. You are super dead. If your friend jumped off a cliff, would you do it? Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna die. Ow. 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 Oh, that went poorly.
Cascade.
I went squish. Squiggity squiggity, I went squishy doodly. He's back yet? He's back. Wow, thank you so much for the donation. You really don't have to, but it means a lot to me.
Be still.
Positions. Committed to memory. Sharing my knowledge. Stay put. Don't get into your way.
I guess it's technically my anniversary my time, so yes. You've been waiting for that. Thank you, Linkley. Asshole.
Cascade. I may have overestimated myself.
Dance with the waves. Let's play Turtleism.
Other 2 gears. One last. Wait, this place is at 90. Wow, I've explored this 90% exploration of this place. There's not much left down here at all. I'm gonna deal with my teapot. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here. Wrong one. Here is my spout. Gun.
This realm is...
There's all the bamboo fences. Know what I need? What I really need? More bamboo fences.
If you ever have...
Oh, the whole goddamn online event I haven't done. I'll check in for it today, but remind me tomorrow to do the online event. So remind me tomorrow to do this event. So I've got the materials to do the event. I think I've playing this for a while, so I saved up the stuff to do it. You're just gonna remind me to do it tomorrow. Oh. Able out. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. Tomorrow I'll be doing a 2-year anniversary stream. I will be doing Genshin again, but we're celebrating. But until then, have a great night, everyone. I'll see you for my anniversary tomorrow. Bye.